Guys, so today I am going to be showing you how I achieved this look. This is my everyday makeup look. Not technically every day, but every time I do my makeup, this is the look that I tend to go for.
With your game, pop your shit, face on pretty, let's stay thick, beef with who she got the right one. All these bad bitch, they got the like none. Pretty on thick, I got the type one. Pink one, take it, I got the right one. These fat bitch, you like is my son.
So firstly, I start with my eyebrows. I do not bend in my eyebrows anymore, unless they have been over plucked or shaped smaller than I usually prefer. I feel like I'm losing my voice, so I don't know how I sound. I hope it's okay and I hope you can hear me. So I use gummy. I put gummy in a little container like this. You can get from Amazon, Shein, eBay. And I just take a bit on my eyebrows really, and I just brush it. I just brush the product in my eyebrows. I know that this is why there's eyebrow gel, but I realized that my eyebrows do not stick or stay down with eyebrow gel. My elf primer, I do use the Refi primer, but for the foundation I'm using today, this works a bit better with it. Just everywhere, my nose, everywhere. So once that is done, I just leave it for like 5-10 minutes to just dry down a bit. The primer is dry. That's what I needed. So I am going to be using the Hourglass foundation on my face. So I start off about this much, so that if it's too much I can take it off. Take the majority of the product off, and I've blended it all around my face where I put my foundation. So because I wear wigs, and even when I don't wear wigs, I leave this perimeter of my head without foundation, and that's where I put my contour and bronzer and stuff. So I leave it blank. So right now I'm gonna go with my Made by Mitchell curve case, and I just go in like this on my nose. I wouldn't say I contour my nose, but I mean this is contouring, but I just want to define it, you know? I don't change the shape, I don't really alter it, I just want it more darker side, like a shadow almost, so like this. And I go all the way into my eyebrow, so that there's no gap. So I go all the way into my eyebrow, I just blend out the edge like this, and then I leave this space for where it's going to be highlighted. I just go like that, and I go here too, because I'm going to put concealer here anyway, so it will blend in seamlessly. I then go in above my eyebrow here, and I go in here too, just all around here where I didn't put the foundation, and that will also be blended. I blend with this brush first, I don't touch the lips. I blend it all here because I will have highlight here and here, so it gives space for that. I will go in and blend with a bigger brush, but that is the basement, and then I go here because naturally on my face there is like a darker shadow here always, so I just follow that and I go here and I bring it all the way to about here. I will go here because I like the shadow that is there, especially because I have a dimple here and I highlight this part, so I'll put it here, and then I will mix these two, and go here. I just want my jawline to look sharper. That's all the dark parts, that's all the dark shadows that I want to enhance, play with on my face. I tap and I go up and I blend. So I go up and I just tap. And you want to keep going because you want it to blend really nicely. So you just go up. Same here. I just tap and go up because I want it to be lifted. Same under my cheek area. I just tap and I go up. And because the product is buildable, after I highlight, if I feel like I want to go in a bit darker, I will do that. Do the same for my forehead. I just tap. I don't really go up, I just tap. Because I've kind of blended it already. So I'm just kind of like brushing the edges around. So that is. I've added some definition back into my face. The shade Cowlick is really pigmented. And I'm just going to dot it here, and here, and here, and here. And then I'm going to do the same here. To dab, 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 dab. Like so. You see how it is? Not very pigmented, but it blends really nicely. Especially with the shade that I go over that, the powdered one, it just helps it blend really nicely. It's now time for concealers. I use about 3 to 4 concealers. Personal preference, you don't have to use that many. So I go with my Born This Way in the shade Chestnut first, and I put it on my top lip. I put it on my chin. I put it here and here. I put it on my forehead. I put it on my nose, and I let that sit for like 3 minutes. I put this just here and here. A little bit here. Just a tiniest bit. I don't really wait for this one to set as much as the other ones because I don't need it to be this color as much. I believe the chestnut is closer to my skin complexion because I always go with a concealer that is closer to my skin complexion first before doing a lighter one. I feel like that helps me avoid flashback. I don't actually get flashback. The last time I got flashback was probably the first time I did makeup because that was horror. But yes, so I just go in like this. Once again, I'm using the concealer to like clean up the contour that I have brought out here. This is the C6, and I literally use a dot. Like, I don't do too much. I want my inner corner to be the brightest parts, and I blend this with a beauty blender, not a brush, because of how light it is in comparison to my actual skin complexion. I don't want to look like Michael Jackson. No offense. So, I do this really gently because I don't want it to completely blend into the makeup. I still want it to be evident that it's a bright under eye, especially because I'm going to put powder over to set. So yeah, again, I am molding the nose contour. So right now, I'm going to set. I set with a brush first, and then I use a beauty blender, and I will be using Huda Beauty in Blondie. So I put it here, and I just really push it in, and then I put my upper lip. My nose, and then my under eye. I'm just placing it on there right now, but I will go in and push it in. Put it on my powder puff and pack it, not pack it, but distribute it under my eye. And I use this also. to enhance the contour that I did earlier. So then I do the same thing on this eye. I drag down on the side of my nose where the contour was, and then I pat in the inner corner all the way to the edge here. Fenty bronzer in Mocha Memi, and I literally just get a fluffy brush, rub it in there, and I go over where my brush was. I go up here on my forehead. I don't use that much. Well, I don't think I do. I go here. I went everywhere, to be honest. I go here. I don't use that much. Which is why you see me going in, because I take a tiny bit of product on the brush and build it up. This is literally my foundation shade. So I put it up here. You see, it's literally my foundation shade. And I just follow my natural eyebrow shape at the front, at the top half. And I do the same on the upper. I do this a lot, so it's not very tricky. So I go here, and not that much lighter, just a tad bit lighter. So I go under, I go in the arch, and I go down. And then I do the same on the other eyebrow. I go under, I go on the arch, and down. I just go like that. And then on the other eyebrow too. I blend it out. Like the chocolate palette. And it is literally called Chocolate S'mores. Like this. Same beauty blender. And I don't swipe it off, I just pat it. Like this. For my waterline, I just use a black pencil from the hair shop. Any black eyeliner will work. I use a pencil. So I spray my face with the Revolution Fix Super Fix Hold spray. So I really drench my face in this because it really just melts the makeup together. So I wait for this to dry and then I go in my finishing touches. For my bottom lashes, I use the telescopic L'Oreal Paris mascara. I love it because it's so thin that you can actually get like your bottom lashes properly. For lip liner, I do use lip liners, but I use this eyeshadow palette, these two shades for my lip liner because I don't want to use black and I want to use a darker brown, but I haven't really found one yet that doesn't have a red undertone, and I don't like that look. I've tried it, I'm not really a fan. So I start off with the brown, just here. I line my lip. I don't really add like a cupid lip kind of thing. It's not really the look that I go for. Like this. I do this. Just to blend it out. And I figured that when I use this eyeshadow palette, I go in the top with the darker brown. It's not black, it's a really dark brown. When I use this, my lip liner stays on my lip for a very long time. Even when I eat and the lip gloss comes off, my lip liner is always on in comparison to using an actual lip pencil as a liner. When I lip gloss on, I'm going over with my powdered blush. So for that, I'm gonna use the shade Divine. It's like a really light pink, but I really like it because it kind of adds it on to the dark ink that I used before. And I don't remember when I started doing this, but when the first time I did it, I was literally in love. Cosmetics, butter gloss, and fortune cookie. That's it. First instead, because I will add more. Um, then I use my Fenty Heat in hot chocolate to go over the liner like this. Very, very, very cute. And then after that, I use my e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in pink Cosmo in the middle. It's kind of like clear but pink and glittery. That is it. This could be done for some people, but my last step after everything is my Fit Me powder, pressed powder. I just put it here. And that is me done. My makeup is done. And yeah, if you do like it, let me know. If you have tips and other looks that you want me to try, I will try it. I'm very open to trying new looks because I do this look all the time. All the time. It's very expected. I don't really do eyeshadow looks. I don't really do much coloured lip. This is like my lip combo every single time. So yeah, if you want me to try other looks, let me know because I will do them. I will actually try them. So yeah.